Hey YouTube, it's Tammy back with Princess Kitten Rescue. Thought we'd do a little something different today. It's been a while since we've put up a gun video, so it's the 4th of July, Burka. We are out at our local gun range right now at the Cleveland Gun and Pistol Range in Cleveland, Tennessee. We decided we were going to come out and shoot some stuff, aka practice, because we need to do that. We are going to... You can hear the gun range from the guy next to me was just shooting a really big gun. We are going to sight in my Glock. I wanted to kind of get that on video for you guys today for a couple of different reasons. The Glock that I have is a Gen 3 that really has been highly modified. The pistol grip has been taken down quite a bit, so it almost looks like it has a beaver tail on the back of it, because not only do I have little short T-Rex arms, I also have little short chubby hands, so it's hard for me to not only grip the weapon correctly when it hasn't been modified. It's basically next to impossible. But we also decided about 6 months ago, actually after my last class with Chris Bondy, which is a regular guy training. He is the one we do pretty much all of our gun training with at this point in time. I will put his link down below. If you guys want to check him out, which you should, check out his gun classes, go to his YouTube page. It's full of all kinds of really, really, really good stuff. Sign up for some classes, subscribe, hit the little like button, all that good stuff. Yet while we're at that, if you have not liked my page, gee whiz, what have you been doing? Like the page. I mean, you're missing out on all this really cool stuff. Don't forget to hit that little bell, though, because if you don't, you guys are not going to have any idea when I put up new videos unless you're stalking me. You know, and hey, if it's for views, I'm good with it. Okay, so any event, back to the Glock. So we got a red dot for my Glock after my Pistol 1 class. Realized that that was just something that I needed. Great, fabulous. Got it, put it on the weapon. Thought we were doing really good with it, sighted it in, thought that was correct. Notice I said thought, because it wasn't. Realized after putting about 100 rounds through the Glock after we did that, I'm not able to hold the gun correctly in the right position in order for me to shoot it accurately. And the reason I can't is because my little short fingers can't actually reach the trigger. Happens more often than not. I think there's a lot of people out there may not have any idea some triggers are longer than others, and some of us with little fingers can't actually reach them. Laugh the laughing ensue. So the prince decides he's going to look around and see if he can find a smaller trigger, or one that's flat, which is actually what we did find. I don't know the name of it right now. I will have him look that up, and we'll put that link down below as well. If there's anybody out there else that seems to have like little short fingers and you're having trouble reaching stuff, it's a good company. They're really super well priced. Pretty sure that was my issue with why I was always shooting low and to the left. We got the new trigger on, brought it out. Didn't bring my camera with me that day, sorry. And realized that it's way off, like way off. But we didn't bring any of the stuff with us to recite that in. So hence today, just gives us another excuse to come out basically to the gun range and do some stuff. So we are going to recite in my Glock today with a new trigger and see how that basically goes. And then we also brought our rifles out to do some of our training, which I think a regular guy has asked us to do like 100 rounds a week, you know, to do training. I'm probably going to do like 50 pistol, 50 rifle. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I might do more rifle, less pistols. You know, we'll kind of play it by ear. Oh, and for the guys out there that have subscribed to my channel that are with a regular guy training, Chris Bondy, Opie Smith, and Sal. Do y'all see that? See, look. I cut them. They're short. Don't want to hear any more about it. Just saying. Okay, so we're in the middle of getting everything set up. Hopefully my camera doesn't die because we're out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of how gun ranges go. we're going to get some stuff set up and start doing some shooting and see basically, you know, where we can get this kind of stuff going. Just an FYI, I think we're going to maybe look at doing some t-shirts. Would love to get some opinions from you guys, if that's like a yay or a nay kind of thing. I have been working on a few designs. One for the gun range out in Nevada, which will be Chris's home range. It has officially been named. It is going to be called the Dragon's Den Tactical Range. That will be Chris Bondy's range for a regular guide training, for anybody out there that wants to know. We are working on some designs for t-shirts specifically named for the range. When I get those out, I'll put those up there and let you guys know if they're going to be available. It's more than just us. Anyway, okay, so we're going to finish getting set up because he's loading all the magazines over there, and I'm kind of getting out of it because I'm talking to you guys. Never said I was stupid. I know what I'm doing. Okay, we'll be back in a few. Okay, guys. We're back. We're getting ready to sight in the Glock. For those of you that don't live in the South, I don't know, I think it's like 95 degrees today, but with the humidity, it's probably about 300. It's really hot, so hopefully we get this done kind of quick. Hence, if you see any shadiness here, it's because we're in the shade. I don't actually want to melt trying to do this, so. All right, I guess we're going to put a round through and just see where it's at.
Fire 3 rounds, slow and as accurately as you can. I would get down and put something, you know, brace on the table.
Okay. Because you don't. First thing that I need to do is turn it on, which is my little button here. See where my brightness is. That's pretty good. Lord, do we not have a bag? Let me see if I can do it from here. Ear protection, eyes and ears. Chris.
Here, don't waste the ammo.
I'm not going to waste it. There we go. Okay, that's 3 rounds.
Holster up and let's see where you're at.
Be right back. I have a big dot. I'm aiming right at that. The red dot is right there. You want to do it?
Let me get it on paper.
I didn't even get it on paper. So we're going to hand it over to the expert.
This too.
That is hot. Note to self, don't stare at the bright light on the actual camera because I can't actually see the target now. Put my ear in. Maybe it was just that low. Maybe it was just that low, because that is all at the bottom of the plate. Okay. Let's go take a look, shall we? Well, let's just for everybody else.
Okay, so in my defense, it wasn't that bad. It just really is off that much because the expert over here shot really super low. That's really far away. Okay, so we're going to go back and make some adjustments. And we'll see what we can get done. Oh, they see enough of me. All right. So we're going to go back on the bag. Try to get that. Okay, there we go.
Pistol?
Pistol's hot. There's no safety on a Glock, people.
No, but they're going to be like, oh, it's loaded.
Yeah, it's why it's called a hot range. You're supposed to, in the wise words of Chris Bondy, if you're always supposed to treat a weapon as if it's loaded, why wouldn't it be? Food for thought.
We went up 10 clicks.
10 clicks? Okay.
10 clicks. Let's see what we
Okay. Eyes and ears. Close. Through that one. Still need to go up. You're about, what, an inch and a half underneath the...
Is that 2 rounds?
That's 2 rounds.
Okay, that's good. So let's go
You
up.
threw 1.
Let's see, that was 10. Let's go up 5 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more.
And my astigmatism is not, this is not a dot, so you'll have to fine tune it.
Okay.
Because I've got a big peanut that I'm shooting off of. So.
Eyes and ears.
Use the bottom of it right there.
Out. Here. That was right above the other 2. You threw that one. Right below it.
Right below what?
Right below the dot, the black circle.
Okay. Well, then that should be, I'm going to do one more.
I believe that was dead center. Okay.
Let's go see where you're at, and then you'll have to fine tune it because, like I said, I'm not getting a dot. I've got this peanut, and I'm just trying to use the same spot of the thing.
Okay. Nope, you were right underneath it.
Okay, so we need to go up a couple of clicks.
He
probably
threw that one.
Let me see.
That was your last
From here
shot.
to here, I went up 5.
Yep.
Or no, I went up 10, and
Yep.
then I went up 5.
5.
So we'll say
2.
3.
3.
Because you figure that's the center, and we basically went to here, which is, yeah, and we want it about, I don't want to go a little too high, so I'll say 3 or 4. We'll probably go 3.
Okay.
We should be dead center.
Okay. We'll see if he's right.
Of course, like I said, then we have to see, because you see a dot, right?
Yes, sir, I do see a dot.
I'm only picking a spot. I don't know which one.
Okay.
Which one is? Go up 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Eyes and ears. To the left and low. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to let him run up there and check. Oh,
Here.
hang on. Nope, we're still there. Okay. Turn my weapon.
As long as we're probably on the circle.
Are we on the circle?
Either I missed the plate entirely, which is not likely, or we're all through the same holes. Because there's a few extra holes right through there, so I would say leave it there and you do the rest to fine tune it.
Okay.
I think they're all through those same
Okay.
3 holes that we had, so. Just remember, don't F it like Bondy says. Just gently keep pulling. Full strut, let's see. The tape go.
You guys can come go with. We'll see how bad I suck. No, I think I'm putting them in the same place he did. Because those are... I think we need a new plate. Because it looks like...
Yeah, well, because there's a couple extra there, and then there's...
I threw one. I just don't know which one it was. All right, we're going to tape up the holes because it's getting to where we can't tell who shot what where. Oh, and if anybody's looking to get these fancy schmancy targets that we have here, you can get them at Walmart. Because we're all about the high tech. All right, I think what we're going to do is have me probably, we'll turn this around, probably put maybe a couple of more rounds down there just to see where I'm actually putting them. And we'll see what goes on from there. So we'll be back. As you can see, I'm melting. Okay, so let's talk about sighting in the Glock. I suck more away than I thought I did. Suck a whole bunch. Apparently, I need to practice with a nickel on the end of the barrel of my Glock because I'm as flinchy as they come. So I'm done with that part today, and I get to go home for the next few days and do the nickel drill. For any of you out there that don't know what that is, I actually had a Marine is the one that told me about this drill. A really smart guy, great shot. Basically just said, look, take your unloaded gun, take a nickel, put a nickel flat on the end of your barrel, and pull the trigger. Nickel better not move. That's the rule. If the nickel moves, you're flinching. Just keep doing this over and over and over. It's repetition. I know that's all that it is, and apparently I don't practice near enough. I don't. I really need to practice. I need to practice more. And I know this. So, end of that story is I suck. So I'm done with that part of it, and we're going to move on to the rifles. I'm probably going to put a few more rounds down range. That being said, this is going to be my AR-15 that I did my first video of the AR-15 with. That was the first time I'd had it at the range. This will make the second time I've had it at the range. For all you people that are not in the know, rifles are way easier to shoot than pistols. I can prove it because I'm not half bad with a rifle, and I suck pretty hard with the pistol. So, if you get in a gunfight, just make sure I have a rifle and we'll be okay. All right, so we're going to load up the AR-15s, mine being in that urban chic camo that I did. Thank you, Chris, for teaching me how to do that. We'll flip the camera around here and probably just put, like I said, a couple of rounds downrange just to make sure I'm kind of on target and where I need to be. And then we have 4 barrels out in our range right now, and we're basically going to do a movement drill. We're going to do the square box, basically. So you'll see probably the Prince first because he's way better at it than I am. And then you'll see me probably thereafter. So hang tight. We'll be back in a couple. Let's see if it will kill.
Those are the last couple. But
He will kill. Okay, we'll do a short little, woo, God almighty, that's way too damn close. Okay, so I'm going to pull my Glock out real quick. It is unloaded and clear. Okay. I wanted to show the new trigger, basically, that I have. There you go. You can kind of see that. So it's a flat trigger, and it's pushed way further back. The problem that I was having is my other trigger was about right here. So when I had a proper grip on the gun, this is kind of where the trigger was, and I couldn't really, I ended up having to do that to get my finger in there. Which is a bad grip on the gun. You can see all the way around. So now it's a lot further back so that my little short fat finger can actually get to this. And it's got a nice little short. You can hear the click when it hits the wall. There's the wall. And it's got a tiny reset. Oh, it wouldn't. Hang on. Try that again. See, it's almost all the way back when it hits that wall. You can see, there you go. There really isn't anywhere else for that trigger to basically go. And when you reset, which it won't do without an actual bullet in the chamber, I mean, it's a loud click, and it's just barely, probably comes to about right there when it resets. So, again, we'll get the information for this trigger. So if any of you guys are interested in that, just put the link below. It was decently priced as well. Yes, it is plastic, but you know, hey, I have a plastic gun, so I'm okay with a plastic trigger. The point is I can get my finger on it, which is kind of what matters. So that's kind of the detail basically with that. And for those that were interested, this is my Gen 3. And you can see this is what I mean by it's highly modified. We took this in so much that it actually kind of made a beaver tail because I have really short hands and I couldn't get my fingers all the way around it, as you can see. So you're supposed to do this and that. And I couldn't get my fingertips around it. It was like that, which will not basically do. So that's kind of most of the modifications, other than, of course, the camo job, which Volunteer Ordnance did. Dan, thank you, Dan. He's the one that did that. So it's a little girly, not a whole lot, just a little. But again, we'll put the information in the link below. If you guys are interested in the site, put the comments down below in the box, and I'll be happy to get you the information on this site. I will tell you, this is not one of those really super expensive sites, and so far, I'm digging it. Just saying. I'll let you know when it goes when it actually goes through a class. But this has been a really good site so far. So we'll kind of get back to here in just a couple of minutes. We'll do some fun rifle stuff. Okay, we're getting ready to do the box drill. He is going to do rifle and transition into pistols.
Subguns.
Gun! Fix that rifle. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Still trying to fix it.
Nope.
Okay.
Ready, gun! Slap the paddle. Back on target. He's shooting at you. Kill the bastard. Transition. Transition. There you go. Okay. The man.
Holy crap! It's heavy. Couldn't get my magazine in there all the way because my big fat arm is wore out. Practice, practice, practice. Y'all pray for me, I'm gonna need it.